Billy asked for something to read on his trip to Tralfamadore. His captors had 5 million Earthling books on microfilm, but no way to project them in Billy's cabin. They had only one actual book in English, which would be placed in a Tralfamadorian museum. It was Valley of the Dolls by Jacqueline Susan. Billy read it, thought it was pretty good in spots. The people in it certainly had their ups and downs. But Billy didn't want to read about the same ups and downs over and over again. He asked if there wasn't, please, some other reading material around. Only Tralfamadorian novels, which I'm afraid you couldn't begin to understand, said the speaker on the wall. Let me look at one anyways. So they sent him in several. They were little things. A dozen of them might have had the bulk of Valley of the Dolls, with all of its ups and downs, up and downs. Billy couldn't read Tralfamadorian, of course, but he could at least see how the books were laid out, in brief clumps of symbols separated by stars. Billy commented that the clumps might be telegrams. Exactly, said the voice. They are telegrams? There are no telegrams in Tralfamadore, but you're right. Each clump is a brief, urgent message, describing a situation, a scene. We Tralfamadorians read them all at once, not one after the other. There isn't a particular relationship between all of the messages, except that the author has chosen them carefully so that, when seen all at once, they produce an image that is beautiful and surprising and deep. There is no beginning, no middle, no end, no suspense, no moral, no causes, no effects. What we love in our books is the depths of many marvelous moments seen at one time. That was a short reading from the book Slaughterhouse 5 by Vonnegut. The American Library Association has declared this week as Banned Books Week to help bring awareness to the amount of books that are being banned in schools and libraries all across the country. Every year I try to read one book that has been listed as a frequently banned book by the ALA, and this year I chose Slaughterhouse 5 by Vonnegut. This book has been banned and challenged in schools all across the country basically since the time it was published. A lot of people claim that it is too violent or too sexual or too obscene for kids to be reading, but that does not mean that it should not be taught in schools. I feel like especially in a school setting you can view this book and really analyze it, and teachers are going to be able to explain why this language is used or why these certain scenes are happening. Feel free to celebrate Banned Books Week yourself. Pick up a banned book and read it, and if you have your own YouTube channel, do a virtual readout. I'll leave a link to the ALA website down below. They're accepting virtual readouts all week long, and feel free to take part in this any way you can.